WrestleMania shirt. Mina-san. Konnichiwa. Okay. I know showing Flash in the WrestleMania shirt and the subject of this video is going to be really different, but heck, I gotta talk about this. I know I haven't done a video in a minute, but this was one I just had to do a video on. As many of you can see from the title, Sleepy Hollow. Let me be fair by saying this. I was, note the key word there, a huge fan of the show and its story and everything. And yes, I was a Abbie fan. If you've ever read any of my fan fictions, why would that surprise you? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. My thing is that it's more than just that. But Sleepy Hollow, I thought it was a good show. Not the best show ever, but a good show. It was enjoyable, it was entertaining. Had some clever writing, clever stories. And it was just entertaining. It was entertainment, and I found it fun. It was a fun show to watch. What they did, as far as removing Nicole Bahari, I'm probably mispronouncing her name, and the character she played, Abbie Mills, entirely from the show, setup's a little different, laptops over here, is more than a little heartbreaking. It's quite disappointing. For a lot of reasons, and I think the main reason is I can't believe we're still in an age where we are basing the merit of an actress on the color of her skin. I know that shouldn't surprise me as an African American man myself. It shouldn't surprise me that we still go through this, and in a lot of ways it doesn't. In some ways it does. Let me explain what I mean by that. Nicole Bahari is, I think, a phenomenal actress. I think she's just hitting her stride. I think this show was really take off point for her. Tom Mason, who plays Ichabod and Sleepy Hollow, also a very talented actor, extremely good. I think that they both had a very good play off of each other. Abbie was very serious. She was very by the book. She's a cop, of course. And while Ichabod is a soldier, he was very the world that he's in now is very different to him. No matter the fact he's been here for a couple of years now, it still takes him getting adjusting to. They had the perfect play off of each other. It was a beautiful mesh of he's not from this time period, she's all about this time period, still trying to understand him. They had a great chemistry. Even if the show itself had hit some rough spots, you could always rely on the chemistry of Abbie and Ichabod to really make up for anything else that was lacking. Now I'm going ahead and saying this right now, skipping all kinds of like that we usually like summaries of the shows and everything, because I don't think that we really need to have one right now, because if you're watching this video and then quite frankly you've probably already seen it. I'm gonna put spoilers. I know you guys already saw the spoilers in it, but I've already spoiled it for you. But let me go ahead and reiterate why I'm like this. The final this past season, I said final season, Freudian slip there, right? Has Abbie sacrificing herself to destroy Pandora's box and everything, blah blah blah, whatever, and Ichabod's going to find the next witness. I don't like that at all. Usually when some characters exit a show, you have shows like Game of Thrones that do it a lot, Supernatural, things like that. You can see the logic and reasoning behind it, or maybe just that character's storyline has played itself to the point where, okay, they can either do something new with the character, or the character can exit now, and that's fine. It doesn't hurt the show. This hurts the show. This, I think, in a lot of ways, destroys it, because it destroys the charm. The charm that this show had was Ichabod and Abbie, and like many fans, I saw them as a couple who could very well be, because I'm romantic like that. I see any medium, I think fan fictions I could write or stories that could happen from the story. It's what I do all the time. I don't approve of playing down a main character. There was a whole debacle I wasn't even aware of until I read about it, of Nicole Bahari not even being on the DVD commentary for I think season 2, which is not just disappointing but heartbreaking. considering all that she has meant to this show. Quite frankly, I don't think the show would have lasted past season 2 had it not been for Abbie. And let's be honest, the main reason Ichabod is still alive in the show is because of Abbie. The final episode of season 2 was actually kind of one of my favorites, where Abbie goes back in time, and of course she's a black woman in colonial America. It's similar to the Doctor Who episode where Martha Jones went back and when they time traveled, and the Doctor forgot, lost his memory, just thought to face off against the Master, and they were stuck in colonial America, and she had to overcome all that to stop it. Same premise, similar concept, and just like that, Bagman played that role beautifully, just like Nicole Bahari did, and having to get their friend, who of course was British male, to remember who they are, to at least trust who they are, to get them help. And I think that's what made one season so powerful. I think they wasted too much time on other characters in season 2 aside from Abbie. Still focused on Ichabod, which of course is fair, but more focus should have gone to Abbie. Nicole Bahari as an actress deserved it. Abbie as a character had that stolen it. Me and my uncle would have arguments over which one of us would ever get Nicole Bahari, because she's a beautiful woman. I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, I've never noticed how beautiful. No, she's attractive. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. Also, besides that, she's great. I mean, we're not just saying any old actor. Just in that part. No, we're saying that this is an actress who had chemistry with Tom Mason. We are talking about someone who was working on this part. The fans connected with. The fans followed her, so we're interested. This was not the time to exit the show, and this was not the way to do it. Especially, it was terribly done. It was terribly done. And reportedly, she wanted to leave the show anyway because of how her character and she was treated. Don't blame her. Do not blame her. But there's an article that I'm going to post a link in the comment section down below that said, "Was Sleepy Hollow doomed?" And as much as I hate to say it, unless something changes and they bring her back like they should, I gotta say yes, because unfortunately I have no desire to see a season 4 if they do one. I see no real point to it. You've killed off a major character without a purpose. Now, I was talking to somebody about this. If you do it to the point where you do like Supernatural, their brothers died every season. They're like Dragon Ball Z characters. That's kind of why I love Supernatural too. But you kill off main character who still had stories going. But in Supernatural, it fit the story. When someone dies, they get sent down to hell. Oh, we gotta go get them. We gotta rescue their soul. And it works. Keeps the show going. Keeps it interesting, keep it fresh. Killing off a main character and having her completely gone, especially an actress like Nicole Bahari, who did her best and succeeded, I think, in many ways. It really does not speak well of the writers. Doesn't speak well of what the producers and everyone believed she could do, and quite frankly, doesn't speak. And I was gonna say it doesn't speak well to the fans, but I can't say that. I really can't, because I don't remember hearing any public outcry of getting Nicole Bahari off Sleepy Hollow. I don't think there was one. So I think the fans who are angered by this and who have also not interested in season 4, I think that speaks well of the fans, because like many like me were very upset about how this went down. It didn't need to happen this way, and because what happens now, if they do a season 4, and at this point it looks like a pretty big if, you have to spend all that time building back up another protagonist, another witness. Why would you do that? Why would you waste all that time you could use telling other stories when you have a story that was right there, that was so far from complete? There were so many more stories you could have done with just Abbie. There's so many more stories you could do with Abbie and her sister, Abbie and Ichabod, all three of them. There was so much more you could do, but they squandered it and threw it away. It's disappointing, it's heartbreaking, and quite frankly, it makes me really sad that this is where television has come, that we have to do this to people that we like. And I don't know if it's a race thing or not. I don't. But I don't see any other logical reason to discredit all she's done for all she did for the show. She was the reason I kept watching. Her and Tom Mason's interactions are the reasons I love Sleepy Hollow so much. I mean, no offense to the supernatural aspect of it, but you can find that at a lot of places. The charm of the show was Nicole and Tom's interactions. The fun of the show was their interactions. In danger and in just in times where they were just chilling with each other. That was the fun of the show. That's why you watched it. Yeah, you want to see what scrapes they're going to get into and how they're going to get out of it, but they were the fun of the show. And without Nicole Hart, I just don't see what they can do next, and I don't see why they would do it. I'm hoping that this is all internet conjecture and Abbie will be back. Hashtag bring back Abbie. Yeah, let's make that a hashtag. Hashtag bring back Abbie. Let's do that. But if not, then I'm sorry to say, Sleepy Hollow, but you have lost a fan in me. Because I just don't see a point. I really don't. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What are your thoughts? Let me know. Leave me a comment. Post them down below. And if you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, like, share, and subscribe. Argue with me. Say I'm wrong. Say I'm right. Say I'm middle of the road. What do you think? I want your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. And Mini-san, sayonara. Peace.